Alright guys, here we are, just in the first 2018 Maserati Ghibli GranLusso, the new updated refresh Maserati Ghibli. I have one here, and this is an S version too. So this has the upgraded horsepower, up 20 horsepower and 20 feet-pounds of torque. That is 424 horsepower now in these things. So they sound a little different, and we're gonna go for a quick test drive too as well, so you'll be able to hear it firsthand. But I wanna tell you everything that has changed about the GranLusso and let you get a look at its beauty here in person, just like I am. So let's get that started. Okay, to start here, the lighting now for the 2018 models are slightly different than the years before it. Very sharp, very aggressive. The layout is the same. You know, you do have your amber side marker here, your LEDs right up front there as well. You do have the Maserati engraving in the inside and your HID right there. But it looks a lot cleaner, a lot more refined, but like I said, more aggressive and sharp as far as the whole, you know, headlight design goes. Looks a lot better to me. It reminds me kind of like, you know, the Ferrari 458, how they had like those at the top, they had like the layers of the LEDs at the top. It kind of reminds me, it kind of took some styling cues from that, which, hey, I'm not gonna complain, you know. So it definitely looks really good. I think they did a good job at redesigning the lights to give it the more aggressive look to match the body of the car. It very well flows within it. But like I said, it gives it a great look to where it doesn't seem out of place and they just, you know, threw something in there. They really, you know, kind of meshed it with the curvature of the car, so it looks really good. Next, we do have the trim on the car. So the trim is a little bit different here. We have going across in chrome, the trim piece right over here on the front bumper. Now for the Grand Sport, it also comes down the side as well, but it's a different kind of angle because it's a different bumper. Here you have one piece going across and it's in chrome. Okay, now the front bumper also as well is a lot wider, a lot more aggressive. So you see there's just a big mouth right here, but it's a lot, you know, just a lot more round here in this area. But then when you come to the bottom of the bumper, it's a little sharper, a little pointier there as well. Now the Grand Sport has the more sportier looking bumper. This is a more, I would say, classier look to it. You know, it still gives it the evil look, but it's not like in your face compared to the Grand Sport. And we'll do a comparison video there too. You do have your grille here functional right there, so you can see that it goes straight through. It's not just there for show. It actually is a functional grille, but it's a lot better looking grille because it's a lot wider, you know, to take in all of that air and actually be useful. Going across as well, you have that wider, you know, smile to the grille there, and you have also the cameras as well on each side. Looks pretty good. They kind of meshed it in quite well. I'm not sure how it will look on a different color car, but since this car is a darker color, it kind of meshes in quite well. But you can see that it's just got a bigger mouth, bigger grille, more styling to it, but functional style, which I really like. Now we can't talk about the grille here without talking about where the Trident is, the grille around that. The big mouth, very wide mouth, QP kind of style grilling. I mean, this Grand Sport and GranLusso of the QP is pretty much identical to this. This is what the Ghibli took that styling from. So they did take this and they put the big wide mouth grill here, okay? They did the black accents around the grill, gloss black here, but then chrome at the very top of the grill. So you get both of them. Same within the gills here of the grill. You have the black in the back and then the chrome up front for the styling. Now this is the driver assistance package Trident, so this is the big plastic one. You can get it without it if you don't get the driver assistance package, but since this has that technology, this is where they store it, and that's why the Trident looks the way it does. You also, for this 2018 GranLusso, have the gloss black right here, right in between the headlight and the grille. So it kind of, you know, there's no hole there. It kind of has some styling to it. The gloss black goes all the way around. So you see it starts from here, goes all the way around the grille, chrome up top, grille comes around, gloss black. Very good look. We'll take a step back and just look at it from this view. Very good look. Like I said, I really enjoyed how they did it, and it's what the Ghibli needed. This is a very, very big presence for this car. You know, this is what you see in your rearview mirror. This is what you see when you walk up to it right up front. And this is important. So they did a wonderful job, you know, redesigning the front fascia of the Ghibli. Let's try this out. Soft closed doors now. So we'll open it up. Okay, we'll slowly close it just a little bit. Let's try it again, okay? Just softly close it in, gap. Sucks it right in. One more time, just in case the camera's not picking it up too well. Soft closed doors. I mean, something that most cars probably have and that probably should have, but this car didn't have. Now it does have it. So just wanted to show you that. Now the side profile of the Ghibli is going to look a lot different, but because it has the color matched side skirts. So now you're not talking about matte black side skirts. You're talking about side skirts that actually have the body color of the car, whether the car be white, red, blue, green. They will match. They will not be black, which gives the car a much better look ground effects wise, because it looks lower to the ground, or it looks as low as it is. It doesn't look higher than it actually is. With the matte black, it kind of disappeared and you couldn't see it, so it looks like the car stopped here when it actually went down to here. So it looks a lot better for the stance of the car. So you'll come down the side here and you'll see how well it looks that way. And you also have your GranLusso badge right here on the side, just glistening in the sun. Much better on the side. It was just something simple that they needed to change. They changed it and it looks phenomenal. Now the rear of the Ghibli GranLusso is where we need to spend some time as well, because this is the first year they've actually changed the rear diffuser and back bumper. So now we have a much sportier look. Like I said, not too crazy like the Grand Sport. It's not in your face, but it's a nice subtle change that really needed to be done. Like I said, it looks closer to the QP in a lot of ways. But now on the side here, instead of like on the side skirts having the matte black, it's all body colored. It's all matched. So it's just the car paint down the side. They stop here when it comes to the diffuser, stop here, and they go down the line here, and everything is just one solid piece, which just makes a big difference, because like I said, it makes the car look higher than it actually is. It doesn't really give it any styling. And then for the diffuser, normally it was just straight across, no kind of, you know, no kind of styling to it. Now, like the QP, it has a centerpiece here in a diffuser that is body matched to the paint. So since this is a gray car, well, and I'm not gonna say gray because that's probably not the correct color specifically, but since this car is this color, the centerpiece here for the diffuser is this color. And then there's the black that goes around it. So you see it's the body color of the car, the matte black, and then the body color of the diffuser. Much better, gives it, like I said, a better look just, you know, from the rear. It's just little things like this that changes. Now the Grand Sport has, you know, the big change with, you know, the big grille, and you can get the carbon fiber spoiler, and it, you know, it looks a lot different because it's the Grand Sport. It's a sportier model. This is the classy model where it's just like, you know, very simple and under the radar, but subtle and good, you know. So I think that that is a big difference that should be taken into account, that, you know, it might not be the craziest thing, but we needed it. Inside of the Ghibli, nothing has changed. This is a Zinnia package for the leather material there. So you'll get this, you know, in any other Zinnia package that you would get with the leather silk. You have the wood trim there as well. No sport steering wheel on this model. Also, no paddle shifters. So, you know, it's missing a few things. It does have the aluminum pedals. Now they do have for steering now electric steering on the Maserati Ghiblis. So for 2018 you will have electric steering to add. Other than that, nothing else pretty different about this. Like I said, it's just, you know, spec how you could spec any other Ghibli in this day and age. But it's a great spec. They didn't need to really change much since they just changed the infotainment system for 2017. As far as a few buttons as well there, they changed that for 2017. You know, but other than that, that's it for the inside of the 2018 Ghibli Lusso. With these wheels, you have the 28-inch Urano wheels. Nothing new as far as the wheel style. They kept the styles the same. Black calipers here as well. You can get these wheels on any of the Ghiblis. You can get also the bigger 21-inch Titano wheels you know, and they all come with the Pirelli P0 tires. So with that said, you also can have carbon fiber mirror caps here as well. So the mirrors will be in carbon fiber as a spec. Same with having the carbon fiber spoiler. They do offer that now for these models. So they've, you know, added a couple extra things just for flair. But I mean, like I said, those little things, they add up. And when you see a fully spec'd out Ghibli, if you were to see it online or see it just probably in person, you'd be able to tell the difference when it has all the bits and bobs added to it. So definitely, like I said, something that they needed just to have the option to do these things. Okay, so like I mentioned briefly earlier, and I'll just run over it again here while we have the engine bay open, an extra 20 horsepower for the S models of the 2018. That's for the Grand Sport and GranLusso. Only the S models get the power upgrade. The base models are still at the 350 horsepower. These are at 424. So if you get an S model or SQ4 model, you will have the 424 horsepower and the extra 20 foot-pounds of torque that these engines will add on for you. So it's definitely, you know, a deal breaker. You're definitely paying differently in the cost, and I'll get to the price here, but it's definitely worth it. Like I said, I've driven the 350 horsepower Ghibli, which I had a base model, and now I have an S, but I have the 2016 S, and that's, you know, the 404 horsepower, and I can already tell that big difference, and you know, that's a big jump. I can imagine having another 20 horsepower or thinking about going with a 350 and going with a 424. You know, it's just, if you really want to drive these cars and have fun to the max, this is the kind of engine and powertrain you're gonna want. You're gonna want that 424 horsepower, and you'll see why here in the test drive. All right, so fast forward to the next day where it is actually rainy. We are here now because the car is ready, so now we can actually officially take it for a test drive. But I wanted to, you know, let you know while it's, you know, in a different spot now and it's wet. But I want to go around to the back here, and I noticed that the rear reflectors are also different with the back bumper. Now they're very sharp and a little like, have a little bit more curvature to them, to where the older Ghiblis, there was just, you know, a rectangle going across here, to where this has some styling cues from the QP. Looks a lot better with the bumper as far as styling goes, and it really wraps around the car, I feel like. What do you guys think? It looks a lot better to me. But let's get this started up and let's get this on the road so you guys can hear what it sounds like and see how everything goes with the test drive.
Doing the lane keep assist before, it used to give you just it would be a signal up here, right? A signal. When I get up on a lane up here, it actually has the steering wheel will correct it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. So maybe that's part of the electronic steering?
Maybe.
I see this too. I don't know if I can get that. Yeah, the speed, the actual speed limit sign there.
Yep.
I don't know if I can get that, but that's cool. Yeah, that's really cool. And then you got the lanes up there on the side.
Yeah, that's for the lane keep assist.
Okay.
So, see if it'll do it. It just did it.
Oh yeah, so the steering wheel moves.
Yeah, steering wheel will move and correct itself.
Now is that part of the driver assistance package?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, that's part of the adaptive cruise driver assistance that gives you the lane keep assist.
Yeah, that's cool. So it just, you kind of just hit it over and it just.
Yeah, if you start getting out of a lane, it'll correct itself. After a while, it'll say, okay, either you're drunk or dumb. If you want to drive off in the lane, it'll quit.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep it in sport because I'm used to manual on the paddles.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with shifting with it now, but I'd rather just, you know,
sport automatic.
Yeah. Let me just back up.
You're fine if you go, yeah, straight that way and left. Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Trying to get out of that pour until the brakes are new and they're very touchy.
Yeah, and wet, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't sure how the weather was gonna hold today. That's why I was making sure everything was all right.
Right now it's nice. It's humid as can be.
Yeah.
But...
steering does feel a lot lighter.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah, I think that maybe that has to do with that. It definitely, you know.
But I gotta tell you this: when I just drove it with you just now, it's the first time I've driven it.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I took it around the parking lot. You know, I didn't really.
that feels good.
Yeah. I was excited when I found out they were doing the more power in this car.
Yeah.
Because it feels nice in the Levante, you know, so you can only imagine what it's going to do to this being a lot lighter.
Yeah, get me a Grand Sport with some paddle shifters, and I'm just ripping through those gears. I'm going to try to slow down and see if I can get a little jolt there. Guess I'm not used to that shifting, so I was like waiting for it to shift, and you know, I hate for it to hit red line too much.
No, you're good. It still even plants down nicely.
Yeah, it does.
It's kind of wet roads, you know.
Yeah.
It's still.
Yeah, it feels nice. It's good. Yeah, I definitely feel the difference in the steering. But I'm not sure exactly what. I mean, I couldn't really pinpoint a difference between the two steering wheels, or you know, between the electronic steering wheel and the steering wheel. So you'd have to leave that to Chris Harris to review this car for that. That's fun.
Yeah. Even in automatic.
That's, yeah, I know. This is crazy. Yeah, that's fun.
I didn't see what the number was, but did you see the Stelvio broke the number?
Yeah, that's crazy. I just saw that, I think it was yesterday.
Yesterday or day before.
Yeah, Car Throttle had posted it. I know the Maserati Facebook page, Maserati Alpha Facebook page, I posted it. But yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But I just can't wait to see one of those in. I mean, we already knew it was a beast. Now it has the numbers to prove it.
Right.
So now it's just waiting for one to come in to see it in person. See, yeah, I'm not as good with that.
The speed limiter, the speed limit sign in your dash was flashing at you too.
Oh, is it?
I didn't realize it did that. Pretty cool.
Okay, well, they're telling me you're exceeding that speed limit, just to let you know.
Right. It's just a suggestion.
Yeah, see, I'm not as good with this. I gotta have my paddles.
Yeah.
I'm so spoiled these days, huh? The modern technology has done to me.
Got behind this Mustang, he's kind of ruined up our trip here.
Oh yeah, that's all right. All right, guys, so that's it for the 2018 GranLusso. Hopefully you like the test drive. So for this spec here, this specific spec, $92,000 US. Now, a lot of that can be changed. You know, you have different options as far as your wheels. Your driver's assistance package is $2,800, I believe. That's a big chunk of change. You know, that takes it in the 80s if you take that off. You know, and then you have stuff like the Xenia interior package. If you don't want the Xenia leathers, you know, then you'll take off, I think it's about $6,000 for the Xenia leathers, the silk, leather stitch, you know, everything like that. You know, the whole headliner silk. So you'll take all that off just by, you know, removing some of those options. With that said, you know, it just depends on what you're looking for in the car. It's a big price. You know, it's a big price. Even extra storage in the armrest in the back seat costs money. So, you know, that's an actual option. So just to give you a rundown back here, the extra storage costs money. So, you know, it just depends on what you're looking for in the car. Now, this is a big upgrade as far as the exterior goes on the cars. They look completely different than the older models, and I am very, very happy about this. It's really starting to take shape. Maserati is really moving in the right step forward. You know, you can't fault them for doing anything they've done lately, but this is all opinion. I want to know what you guys think. So definitely leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. If you would rather this over the Grand Sport. If you don't know, I do have the Grand Sport video. Check out my playlist. Also subscribe. I have more crazy videos coming. Trust me, it's on the way. And if you like Alfa Romeo and Maserati videos, give these videos a like. Get them up in the rankings. Let everybody see these things that I'm talking about here so they can help make their decision whether they love the car or hate it, you know. So with that said, I've had a good time. I'm at Maserati here at Daytona Beach. This has been great. You guys take it easy. We'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.